Good evening, everyone.
What's tea, Taruk? How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, 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 wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited. This Saturday is our new moon free for tarot reading show. So we will be taking live callers. Yes, like we did last week, or was it the week before that? A few weeks ago.
Yes, we broke the internet. We literally broke the internet.
I ain't gonna say we did all that, but I'd say we did pretty good. So definitely check us out, stick in with us as we bring in that new energy. The new moon is going to be in Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken. So really looking forward to reaching out and communicating with you guys and helping you guys out with your questions. So tonight is our midweek tarot forecast. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my cards and see what we have in store for us this week. Okay, so I'm going to start with the present position, and the present position is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles represents someone who is very patient, diligent. They are very strict about their finances. They are dependable financially wise. They are into hands-on projects. They're also a teacher. They're really good at, bringing things and manifesting things with their hands and also sharing that information with others, because the Knight's energy is about being out there in the field. So you normally see Knights just actively, probably even construction or architecturally building something themselves. But this is the energy that is present. And I feel like just with everyone coming together and with this new sort of moon, this moon that we just had in Sagittarius energy, everyone's really been hands-on with their creativity and building their brand, bringing their own sort of identity with their hands and things that they want to put into, work for themselves. So that's what I'm picking up on this energy right now, presently. Now, the immediate influences is the Devil card. Ooh. So I'm picking up on some drama here because the Devil card, perhaps this is counteractive to the Knight of Pentacles, who is more frugal, thrifty, thriftful. The Devil card talks about succumbing to your temptation. This card is ruled by the energy in Capricorn, which is very mundane and very earthly energy. So this is about indulging in your pleasures, the pleasures of the earth, whether that be lustful, whether that be, gambling, alcohol. It talks about addictions a lot of times, as well as affairs. So immediately, there's some energy going on with this Knight right now, maybe a bit of a distraction that's come up. And in the distant past, okay, now it's making sense. In the distant past position, we see the Knight of Chalices. So two Knights here. This reading might be about a same-gendered couple or something going on with the same gender, just because I wouldn't say Knights represent always masculine energy, but sometimes more or less. So the Knight of Chalices, right, is a romantic, just a lover, someone who is all about the ooey-gooey, just about this practically a hopeless romantic. They really are just caught up in the moment. They are very sensual, very charming, very flirtatious. They love poetry. They love music. So I'm seeing this energy that has come along and distracted this practical earth energy with a Knight of Pentacles. This has kind of swept you off your feet, this person that has come. Perhaps it's an ex or an old lover that you might have had something going on with, and they've reappeared in your life when things are probably starting to look good for you, and you might have let yourself go and got back into having some fun with this. But, do understand, with the Devil's energy, that it's all about the cardinal. So it's nothing really concrete between you guys. It seems very just lustful and kind of base, I don't know, like I don't want to say basic, but it's like it doesn't seem like the relationship is going to blossom into anything more. But in the environmental factors, we see another Knight. The Knight of Swords came up. So I'm kind of picking up on a love triangle here, maybe. What do you see, Taruk? Let's take it to you. What do you see with all the cards that we had come up thus far?
The present position being the Knight of Pentacles. And someone, that's somebody who has responsibility, somebody who's upright and has morals, and who's trying to build a foundation when it comes to money. My African deck, my tarot card, it shows a man planting seeds, riding an elephant. So it's like wisdom in building money and establishing a foundation of security. So, that's the present position right now with that person. But the immediate influences is a devil card. So that means, there's a duality there, because if one is about, being upright and having morals, and the immediate influence is not having morals and being kind of corrupt and having no scruples, I mean, that's how I pick up the devil card. Then there's something going on here. And then you said that the goal of destiny was the Knight of Chalices?
The distant past foundation was the Knight.
Was the Knight of Chalices. So it seems like this person could be a liar. Lying to people, trying to maybe in the surface he tries to appear as somebody who's moral, somebody who has, standards, somebody who you can trust, somebody who, is an upright individual, but secretly he's not. That's just kind of what it looks like to me, because it's just such a drastic opposition. Or could this be? See, if there's so many different variations that could be taken when it comes to this reading.
Definitely. So what do you think about the Knight of Swords energy that's just kind of entered itself? Because these are, for 3 Knights to come up in one reading, and I kind of shuffled the cards really good. I did. The Knight of Swords to come up in this reading as well. Like, these are Knights from 3 different psychological thinking, just psychological attributes coming to the table. We see someone who's very carefree, very charismatic, very kind of whimsical. And then on the contrary, the present position being that someone who's diligent. And the Knight of Pentacles is kind of a boring person. They're kind of just very stable, kind of rigid in their way. They're not really expressive or creative. So when I see
you're saying that this is a relationship also?
I kind of think so. I don't know.
So what if the Knight of Pentacles is one person and the Devil card is another? What if the Devil card is the person who the Knight of Pentacles is with, or something like that? Do you think that could be it?
That is what I'm kind of seeing. And then the distant past, I think the distant past is kind of showing that person being that charming, sort of seductive energy that's coming to
the Knight of Pentacles in, then.
Okay, but the Knight of Swords came up. So either there's another person involved, or maybe the Knight of Pentacles themselves, whoever this reading is for, you're kind of getting the gist of who this ex or person from your past that's come into your life really is. They're showing their true colors. And you're making a conscious, rational choice to cut them off. Or this could be your current boyfriend picking up on it, and it's about to be some hell that's going to break loose, because, quite honestly, the Knight of Swords does also talk about someone who's kind of irrational and someone who's very down for a fight, okay? So this energy is not someone you really want to play with or go toe-to-toe with. Now, there is some immaturity to this Knight, because later on what you see with the King is the King knows what to say and when to say it, and he uses information to his advantage, or words more to his advantage than he does to hurt. So though with the King you'll see him be strict and stern, he also knows how to be understanding and fair. Whereas with a Knight, you see a lot of pride. You see a lot of sort of energy like, I'm not going to fail. I'm not going to let this person overtake me and, shoot me down or break me down. So all these nights coming up, I feel like these are young men. I feel like these are young men, and there's a bit of some drama going on. And the final result, though, is, let's see, the Queen of Chalices. So the Queen of Chalices coming up, this card represents someone who's empathetic, someone who is understanding, someone who's kind of psychically receptive, someone who is a good friend, a mistress. Also, definitely someone you can go to and talk to, and no matter what the situation is, they'll make you feel welcome. So maybe this is kind of who the Knight of Swords once was before all this happened, or maybe this is another woman, maybe a motherly figure that's kind of mediating or watching all this transpire right now. This is pretty much a general reading. So this reading could, like Taruk said, it could kind of pick up on so many different factors. But what do you think, Taruk, with finally seeing the last two cards come up and how they play with this reading?
With the Queen of Chalices, well, it may be that the person may have had a change of heart, or maybe, because with the Knight of Swords, somebody who's charging forward, somebody who has an idea or something, and they're bringing it, they're very excited and charging forward. So maybe this is the Devil and the King of, no, not the Devil and the King, the Devil and the Knight of Pentacles coming together, becoming the Knight of Swords, and the final result is kind of like an understanding, or a, I don't know.
So do you think there's vindication in this reading?
Yeah, maybe a vindication, because this is the card, or maybe coming together, because the Queen of Chalices, she's somebody who is down for her man, somebody who is, a friend, like you were saying, somebody who's a confidant, somebody who's in touch with their emotions and is in touch with that well, that water, that river of just the psychic and, the unknown. So I feel like this is finally a coming together and maybe a taming of those wild emotions and, more wilder cards that came up. It seems like it's a calming in the end. That's just kind of what it looks like to me.
Well, let's hope so, because this is kind of looking messy right now. Just to me, just how I kind of seen it, because, yeah, you have all these knightly energies. Knights, again, are very prideful. They're representing their kingdom. They're representing their idea. They're representing their youth. So hopefully, if you have been going through this situation and you're starting to see the light, your emotions are starting to finally become under your control with everything that's transpired, then definitely kudos to you, wishing you the best. And don't let this person in the past come back into your life and tempt you again, re-tempt you into something that you know emotionally or logically that isn't beneficial to you anymore. It doesn't serve you. So that is our reading for tonight. And, yeah, it looks like we're about down to the last few minutes, and we'd like to thank you if you've been tuning in and listening to us. Again, Saturday we are having our New Moon live free reading show. So, yes, honey, you can call in and speak to one of us and get your readings, get your cards read. We said it. And that's how we're doing it over here. And with that, would you like to say anything else, Taruk?
Well, of course, you guys can find us on Instagram at Triple Chalice Tarot. You can find us at our individual accounts also at AlunaTarot and Taruk Bashal. And, yeah, I'm very excited for Saturday's show. I cannot wait to speak to you guys and listen to your questions and give you your free live readings, okay? And other than that, I just wish everybody a wonderful, beautiful night, sweet dreams, okay? So, yeah.
And with that, we wish you a good night.